Welcome back, Spooky Fam. Yay! Look at us. We're here on time. We're prepared. We're ready. I don't have a ghost in my corner that I'm charging rent. We're still looking. We're still looking. So, we're back. Second episode back of new session of podcast. Um we were thinking about this time doing something more like get to know you, like the paranormal side of who we are, who each member of the Shadow Experience is. um, Previously in episodes, we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty. We've mentioned experiences, but this time it's more like, what started everything for us? What was the first moment? What drove us out? What made us go from skeptic to believer or believer to more of a believer? Um, so, unless you have any beginning words,
Let's
Grimmy pal?
let's dive right into this.
Okay. So, this episode we're unpacking the moments we tried to rationalize, the places we ignored our instincts, and the times we should have absolutely left. Did we? Who knows? Let's get into it. So, for we're gonna do this in like a two-parter, just so we can deep dive more into each one of us and not trying to fit all of the info into one video. We kind of want to do more of a giving each person their little limelight moment. So, for episode 2, we are going to discuss Grim and what his moments were. Do a little interview with this guy and get down to the nitty-gritty, the moments that I know about. Do you guys know about it? Let's find out. How long have you been here? You might. All right,
Uh,
buddy old pal. Are you ready?
as ready as I'm ever going to be. Reliving these moments is not going to be fun.
No, I totally get that. There are definitely moments I feel like in your spiritual path and you're, experiencing paranormal that even for me it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to open up a part of my brain again and talk about a situation that was like, great, let's relive this for a moment to talk about it. And I know there are definitely ones for the two of us that it's like we don't want to talk, but I feel like these are things that like
We should
it's
talk
good
about.
to talk about, yeah.
Yeah,
Because one, there are other people experiencing very similar things or things just as chaotic and
yeah,
crazy and nightmare fuel.
absolutely. And knowing that you're not the only one out there that's experienced something like what we've experienced. What when we did the Whisper State, what our video person experienced,
Yes, first
which was
paranormal experience with
horrifying.
us. So, funny thing about that, which we don't have that video on here. I do have it. I do want to drop little tidbits of it because I am reliving that. I was going through our drive and re-looking at those videos and I came across the part where we're all standing at the base of the attic door to like the stairs to the attic,
Yeah.
and me, you, and Han heard go right next to my ear.
Yep.
And like I jumped, you jumped, and I'm like, We got it." We never posted anything of the beginning, like before we went live. And before we went live was like really good points that we never got on video when we were
Yeah.
live. So I'm gonna go through it at some point, a few, maybe a little down the road.
For
Um,
example, point that we did not get on video or audio, unfortunately, because it was horrifying. You getting ran at in the dining room.
yes. Yes, for context, hi, we're segueing for a second. Look at us talking about the stuff, experiences. We were all taking a moment downstairs. It's a two-story building and an attic in my home state. And they're all hanging out in what is the waiting
Doctors.
room for the doctor's office. His office was set up in one of the bedrooms. Now there's a bedroom. Everybody was hanging out in the waiting room, the secondary dining room. And I went into the main dining room to grab something, or I
He's
don't
grabbing
remember. I
REM
think I was
pods.
charging my, yeah, I was grabbing something. And as I was running back or walking back into it, I crossed the
That's the table.
threshold and I passed the table and I heard something in the kitchen full sprint at me and I screamed like a little girl and ran into the
Ran
waiting room.
and hid behind me.
Yeah. You listen, if you're short, if you're little, if you're fun size, you always run and hide behind the tallest person. And in this situation, I am the shortest out of the group,
And I'm the
and Grim is the
tallest.
tallest out of the
I'm the
group.
tallest, meanest, ugliest, and baddest person in the room.
So so, in moments where I'm scared, I find him no matter where we are, and I hide behind him. So, what can you do? But in the coming weeks, at some point, I would say within the next few episodes, I'm gonna go through and take snippets of that night, like the high points, um, and make a little, a little video, just for you guys to see what we experienced. Because there are really, really good moments. There's the moment me getting ran at. There's, the upstairs moment of us all hearing a guy's voice. There's Han's first paranormal experience.
Which,
There's
segue from
Ed's
that,
first paranormal experience. Han and Ed
yep,
experienced their first one in that house.
segue from Han's first experience. You all heard it at the time of it happening.
Yeah,
I did not.
which was crazy. We got it on video, one, but me, my husband, and Han, our really good friend, the three of us heard it in person, and I'm sitting next to Grim, and Grim did not hear it. And the three of us heard it, and we got it on video. So that's how loud it was, which I was surprised you didn't hear it.
I don't know. That was
Because
so
I mean, it
bizarre
was loud.
because from the audio itself, it sounded like it was far away too, but still really loud. No more
Enough segueing,
segues.
enough. Yeah, enough little fun talk in the beginning. We are going to go back to the questions. All right, are you ready? Last chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Question number one. What was the first moment you remember thinking, okay, that's not normal?
Okay, so I'm living in the town that I live in right now. In not the first house, but I think second house I lived in. It was a 2-story basement and attic room house. I'm on the second floor. My bedroom window is towards the street. I'm laying in bed and I start hearing like a trumpet or a horn playing. Really weird sounding, like what, and it wakes me up from a sleep. I'm 7, 8 years old, going to sleep so I can go to school the next day. I look outside of my window and I see just a black mass, humanoid shaped, but just dark, standing underneath a streetlight, looking into my window. Can't see facial features. All I can see is like a human silhouette, dark as can be. Like it's terrifying me just thinking about this again. So I hide behind the wall because I'm freaking out. He's looking straight at me. Like, am I about to get kidnapped or something? And then I look to see if he's still there because I didn't hear any running. He's gone. Fast forward, and that's not normal. Like
Right,
just someone standing there looking straight into my window. It's dark in my room. You can't see me.
right.
Fast forward about a year, I want to say, like a year older, and I wake up kinda. I'm in a sleep paralysis, and I remember seeing the exact same mass standing right beside me as I'm laying in my bed. Same, like I can visibly tell it's the same silhouette, but I see a little bit more features. I see top hat.
Or context, real quick, for the people who don't know the meaning behind that, would you like to explain the more concerning state of
The
seeing a top hat?
the Hat Man is known to be a sleep paralysis demon
He's also there's many different groupings,
of
thoughts, and theories behind him. He's something you see in sleep paralysis. He's something children experience. There's so many.
but yeah, I remember visibly. I can see. I'm screaming for my dad to come down and help. Someone's in my dad does not answer, and my dad's a light sleeper. I could just be talking. I room and he would wake up knowing that that's how light of a sleeper he is. I'm screaming top of my lungs, Dad, someone's in my room, come help. Eventually, wake up in the morning, and I'm like, I run to him. I'm like, I was calling for your help. Where were you? You never called. You never yelled.
That's horrifying. I've only experienced one of those, knock on wood, because I don't like them. And I'd seen an older woman and I heard my name. And that was enough for me to be like, I'm cool
Eh,
never experiencing this again. Thank you.
he
Horrifying.
never said anything. All I heard was him breathing
Mm.
like that,
I don't think that's any less or more creepy. I think it's just creepy.
like that deep gurgly breath kind of thing.
Mm.
I
Mm-mm.
hate, like, I can hear it
There's so many theories about
through the Hat
that
Man.
entity itself. Yeah. So if anybody's heard any other differing theories, please let us know. I know there's so many different ones on what that entity is, what that entity does. Before that moment, did you believe in the paranormal or spiritual things? Or were you a skeptic?
It being at such a young age, I don't know if I can say I was a skeptic. I know I did have imaginary friends as a kid and was always told it's my imagination. Before 8 years old, I don't think I can say I was a skeptic or a believer. I think I
You were
was
just in
just
a state of not
vibing.
understanding.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
at non
I
understanding.
love just vibing. That's such a great answer. I think it was just vibing. I love
But
that.
there's like no real way of putting it. Because it's
Right.
those
You're
things.
young. You don't.
You're young, you really don't know a lot about anything. You don't know anything.
Question number three. Where were you? We already discussed this. It says, where were you when this happened, and did the place itself feel important to the experience?
The place itself, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I was in my old home, the home before the home I live in now.
Right.
And yeah, I don't think it was the place. I think
It
it
was just
was
the
time
experience.
frame, a certain age, time frame kind of thing, maybe.
Um, okay, next one. Did your body react before your mind did?
Yeah, here, hide. My body instantly went to the wall to hide from him.
You
Like,
didn't have a taller person to go to at the time.
no, I just had a wall. You can't see me through the wall.
It's like the blanket theory. Like if you put the blanket over you, they can't
Yeah.
see you.
Yep.
Um, okay. What explanation did you try to give yourself at first?
It was a creep. But
Valid.
I didn't hear any running. He must have had really quiet shoes. Such a creep.
Just casual day with a creepy person. Okay. Was there a specific These questions are gonna be like, let's revisit. Was there a specific sound, feeling, or visual that tripped you over into oh no territory?
I don't know about you, but looking out your window and just seeing someone standing under a streetlight looking at you directly, yeah,
That's all you need.
that's all you need. Whether it be spiritual, paranormal, or physical. No.
Yeah. Okay. Do. Have you ever walked into a place and instantly felt like you didn't belong there? Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, so before I even knew who Ray was, I made a trip up to Detroit and
Oh,
I went
yes.
to the former 6th precinct in Detroit. I was invited to do a paranormal investigation with a good buddy of mine, Joe Warner. He does paranormal investigations. You guys can look him up on YouTube. Really cool dude. Love him to death. I was invited, and the second that I stepped a foot in there, I just felt uneasy and felt like something was going. Turns out something did happen because after I had left, I didn't notice until I got to my hotel room. I was bleeding from the top of my head, and just blood just started dripping down from my forehead to my nose. My dad's seen it. Like, did you hit your head? I went, no. There was a scratch about that big right here on the top of my
Oof.
head inside the former 6th precinct. From inside the former 6th precinct, and there was so many other things that happened in there. I had thought I saw while we were standing in between all the cells to the drunk tank. This is down the hall from us. I'm standing in the last cell to the doorway, and I just kept hearing something, and I'm the last person in the lineup, and I keep hearing something behind, and there's a stack of tires, tractor tires. I just seen a kid who I had asked afterwards, was there a kid that died here? And to find out, yes, there was a kid, and he does hide in the drunk tank. And this kid I saw peek his head around the tire.
No offense, because you have a guardian who shows herself as a little girl, and I have dolls. Well, at one point, dolls, that were little girls. Children spirits scare me way more than anything.
Yeah, because one thing that I learned more recently from when we went to Whispers, that demons will pretend to be children spirits just to get you to trust them.
Yeah.
And that's, I
Ah,
think, is the more horrifying thing.
mhm,
Is this an actual child or is this a demon?
mhm.
Because you won't know. There's no way for you to.
Aside from feeling like you didn't belong, did the space feel heavy, cold, tense? Did you feel watched, or was there some other
I felt
feeling
watched.
going on?
I felt watched the entire time. It just felt like you don't belong here, and it felt tense. I felt watched the entire time. There was cold spots everywhere. It was a horrifying experience, but one that I would do again.
So you talked about the blood. Was there anything else that happened afterward, that made you experience, um, that made the experience feel more real or harder to ignore?
I went back and to the safe room is what we're gonna call it, where they had the all the camera footages going up, and Joe he pulled me aside after I finished my solo experience inside the jail cell,
Uh,
and he's like, "What happened?" I went, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The entire time you were in there was camera malfunction." I went,
oh,
"You're kidding?" No, and he pulled up the video back, and he's like, every like 10 seconds the camera's glitching out, which is insane because paranormal entities are known for messing with electronics, and me being in there alone probably made a lot of entities mad.
right. Well, we've also had, like, different equipment just stop working,
Yeah.
or just like, I have, my REM pod does not work at all anymore. I had something else that
my E-
oh, that stopped working?
my
Yes.
EVP, when Han was
Yes.
sitting on the bed by herself, we're all sitting on the couch, Han's on the bed. I told her hit record, set it down, and we'll start asking questions. He does it all, and it didn't record anything.
Yeah, we've had equipment, 100%, just decide that it doesn't wanna work anymore.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened in there that definitely felt weird to me. Then it was funny at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was like it's scary. I'm downstairs in the shooting range where the shooting range is at, and we're at the end of the range, which is horrifying. And I was straight up called a bitch inside the range. It, it came up in the spirit box. You're a bitch. After I asked a question of, is there anyone?
Dang.
And
Dang.
everyone looked at me and they're
Like,
like, "Are
this
you?
is directed at
This is
you.
you. Like you asked the question and you got an exact response."
Dang.
I went, "Okay."
Oh, wow.
But yeah,
Oh,
that was an interesting time. And like I said, this was when Phasmophobia first came out. This was in that time frame when I
dang.
did this.
Oof.
So this is like what, let's say 2, 3 years before I met you.
That makes sense, yeah. Because it would have been before we originally created the podcast.
Long before we originally
Yeah.
created the podcast,
And that was like 4 years ago.
because we met in the Discord group.
Yep.
Then we were talking in Draco's stream about doing a podcast, and you and me were like, yes.
We didn't even really know each other at all. We were just like, "Podcast
We were
sounds great."
acquainted with each other,
Yeah.
and then we actually got into a VC and instantly like
Became
best
best friends.
friends. Like it
We're now
was,
more than best friends. We're siblings.
yeah,
Did other people feel what you were feeling, or was it just you in there?
it was everyone. E- e- I walked in, then there was a few more people that had paid to do the tour with us,
Yeah.
and they walk in and like it's
I think honestly, I've been to quite a few places, and then 2 places with you. I've been to places where I know what room we're gonna go into and the history of that, like, specifically Ohio State Reformatory. I know a lot about that building. I love that building, and the history behind it is fascinating. The paranormal side of things is fascinating, so I know a lot. Um, when we went there, I felt so neutral until we got to a very specific room, and I was the only one that felt off there. So in situations where everybody feels off, it's powerful. but in situations where only one person
It's
feels
targeted.
uncomfortable and off, that's terrifying to
That's
me.
targeted. So I
Terrifying,
mean, I'm
yeah.
glad that I wasn't like, am I just losing my mind? Are you guys
You just
not
singled
feeling
out, yeah.
this? Like, am
It's
I
because you're
just
from Ohio.
tripping? But the only person in the entire like group that was there that even knew who I was the guy that invited me out. I mean, that there, like no one else knew who didn't know me from Adam. And I mean, I'm friends with a bunch of them on Facebook. They reach out to me every once in a while to like update me on things that are going on in their lives.
Right.
And yeah, it's crazy how like one thing I will say is the community behind legitimate paranormal investigations is so wholesome, and I love it.
It is.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean, just
you'll have those skeptics that are, oh, you guys are just faking it. None of this stuff is real, and being real obnoxious and toxic about it.
which
But
is fine.
yeah,
Skepticism is fine. Skepticism is healthy.
yeah, oh yeah.
I I mean, we have most believers are still skeptics in their own way. Like we don't go into a situation, especially in the investigations we've done. We don't go in and go, "Oh, something's happened, paranormal 100%." Like we're running around trying to figure out how it was like was it can we recreate it? Was, you
When
know,
you see me running out of the doctor's office when I'm in there alone, you see me look around first before I nope the fuck out of that room.
I'm so proud of you for soloing in that room because the history of female treatment in that room, I was like I was in there alone for like 3 minutes. I'm like, "Nope, I don't like the vibe, I don't know.
I started
I
out like
don't like
standing in the
him."
center. I was sitting in the center of the room first,
Yeah, you
and then it
sat in the
told
center
me
of
to
the room.
go left, which to my left was a bed and the bathroom.
Yeah,
So I started going left, and it said to stop, like because we're using Spirit Talker on, which is a phone app that the paranormal can use its energy to manipulate words or phrases to come out of it. It's kind of like a spirit box, but without the white noise.
mhm,
And it told me to stop. And then I feel something tugging on the back of my shirt, like a child trying to get your attention. And you see me look around and nope and leave because I'm looking like, is there air movement? There did Ray or hand come in the building to try to let me know that they're behind me? Or come in the building, come in the room, let me know they're
right.
behind me.
Oh, we would've let you know that we were coming in, we wouldn't have just been like, "Hey!"
But like you guys walking behind me or,
Right,
but no, there was no indicator of anything that would make me think it could be disproven.
right.
But it, and when I say I don't get scared very easily,
Last few questions, do, 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 do. Um, Looking back now, do you think that moment or place was a warning, an awakening, or just an introduction?
just an introduction. Absolutely. I think that
I
was because
yeah.
that was my very first investigation, and it made me go, I want to do this. I want to do this
Well,
more.
it I mean, especially so in from, conversations we've had and experiences since we've been friends, your paranormal experiences definitely escalated
Oh, yeah.
like a chunk of time after that and then we started doing locations together. You've done your own like it I feel like just in what I've experienced with you and what you've told me about since that point, I feel like it's definitely escalated. You've experienced
I
more.
think the worst experience that I've ever had, which we had talked about last week, was me getting completely thrown off of a bench. And that was when I was 15, 16 years old. And
And we went to that place. We tried to recreate it. We, tried to get the spirit there to do it again, do it to him, do it to me, do it to the one of the other guys that are with us. Like, let's recreate it. No, we don't want to experience it, but we need a secondary experience. We got
because,
more than that.
yeah, we didn't get it in particular. No one got thrown, thankfully, because one, that would have been
Rough.
absolutely embarrassing. And the because this is an outdoor area where this happened. Sticks, rocks, just injury hazard.
Right.
I did not want that for anyone. I
Right.
was very scared of going up to the what the castle used to be.
That was
That was,
okay. That place made me very uncomfortable.
I have to say that The Sixth Precinct, it was my very first investigation. It was a lot. I ended up getting scratched, so I had a physical altercation with a ghost or something. That may not necessarily be a ghost, it could have been anything,
Right.
but I did not hit my head on anything. I did not get hurt on anything physical.
Right.
And that was I guess I would say it was a mix between an awakening, like this stuff is real.
Right.
I
Like a
am
change of your ideals.
it's opening my mind to the paranormal in my eyes now is there, and this was just an introduction into what you can. And if you believe in the paranormal, go on an investigation. If you're a thrill
Mhm.
seeker, if you're someone that if you heard it, no you didn't, if you've seen it, no you didn't, just ignore it, let it go. Don't go on an investigation. If you're a thrill seeker, you want to experience something, no. It's, in my opinion, one of the coolest things I think I've ever done in my life, and that says a lot because I and
It's a great experience when it's a great experience.
but if you do go out with a group of investigators that you don't know, get to know them, befriend them because the community is so wholesome, so cool, and always carry that little bit of skepticism,
Mhm.
trying to disprove anything. And if you can't open your mind, it's a little bit of skepticism is a healthy thing.
Yeah.
Being full blown ignorant to it can lead to a lot of issues. Whether you want to open your third eye or anything like that, it's healthy for skepticism because you're not ignorant to what's going on, blind
Right.
to what is.
And not naive.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the last three questions, and these are very good questions. So I'm excited to go over these. Um, did things start happening more often after this experience?
Yes. Yes.
Short and sweet. We love it.
Yes. So much.
Okay.
Goes back to the number 7.
Literally. Okay, are there places you would absolutely refuse to go back to no matter what?
Not necessarily go back to because I've never been there, but there's places that I refuse to go to. Yes.
In
Found
general?
Motel, the
Same page?
Dollhouse.
Mm.
I'm not going to the Dollhouse. Miss me with that one.
I have a place that I've been to and experienced stuff from, or experienced stuff at, that I will refuse to go back to. And then I also have places I've never been to that I refuse to go to.
But there's a lot of places that I do want to go to, but there's very few places that I like. As soon as I read about it or hear about it or even see something, nope,
We got a nope
miss
list
me
and a
with
yep
that.
list.
Miss me with that one. For
Literally.
example, I have a very strong distolerance for clowns. Not scared of them,
I'm
but
terrified of them,
they
so.
make me so mad.
Okay, very last question and then we can wrap up the interview. Um, if your past self could hear this story, what would they think or do differently?
For the Sixth Precinct,
Yes.
they would honestly, I think they would go, let's go again. I want to
It
see if we
wouldn't
can
have been any
recreate
different.
things. I want to see if I can recreate.
It would have been you would have went regardless past, future, present self,
Yeah,
you would have went.
but I've always been a thrill seeker. I'm usually in it for the long haul. I'm one to let's jump right in.
Which is funny because we're both thrill seekers. We're both very much like, let's go do it, let's experience it, this is exciting. We're itching to go to another paranormal location. But you're the let's just fucking do it, mind my language, and I'm the let's do it calculated because I'm scared. But we're both like, let's do it.
But that
Where's it gonna
that
be? Cool, I'll meet you.
that's I think that's the whole yin and yang between them.
Hmm.
I'm definitely the yang. Like
Yep.
I'm let's go. I'm not scared.
Not asking questions, not just tell me where it is, we'll meet up.
Yeah.
Come get me, let's go. And I'm like, I gotta do research, I need to know, like I gotta prepare.
I also like going into things blind too and then doing
I
research
don't.
after
I
because
don't. I like to know.
I the way that I look at it is I can further keep like this. I don't know this name was tied to this house. This
Or
name
this
came up,
experience is common here.
or this experience is common here. At Whispers, there's a whole journal,
Hmm.
multiple journals of people experiencing things. I did not read a single page of it before we started because I did not want to know anything of what we're going to
Which
experience because
it was
that can
my
be disproven
second
with
time
that.
exactly. And this it was my second time there, so I already knew common rooms, like, more negative energy rooms, more active rooms, more and I tried to not 100% give you guys information on everything, so more you could kind of experience it, and we'll see if something happens, and I'm not gonna feed you information so you're like, "Oh, well, this happened. Clearly, it's gotta be this."
Yeah. That's why I like going into places completely blind, because if I don't know that this the kid spirit, I forget the boy's name from Whispers, but he likes
Eerie.
to open doors,
Yes.
open and close that closet door,
Yes.
and we catch it on video that the door open closing. It can, if I don't know it's a thing, you can't say, oh, that's got to be scary. So
So, we're the opposite. I need to have the information, and if it's in the situation of where we're investigating together, I will have that information. I'll know that information. I won't disclose it until it becomes important. You can go in blind. I can't go in blind. But I'm also not going to go in with, oh, I have all this information. Obviously, all of this makes sense. It lines up with people's experiences. I like to have something because I wanna know this area is a hot spot. This area is known for negativity. I don't wanna go blind into that. I need to know. That way I at least know, let's avoid this fucking room.
you're going to go, let's avoid
Or that's Grimm's solo area.
let's avoid this room. What room? Oh, this one? Come
Literally,
on.
I say I'm avoiding and he goes, "I'll solo in there."
Raise the cleric, I'm the barbarian. Damn
Yeah, yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Why do you gotta run into everything?
Ed's the bard, just like,
Yeah, I've I think that's always who I've been though. And who I was meant. It's the better part of myself is I don't get scared of I'm not gonna get scared away of things. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm
how do you feel about your little episode 2 interview session, digging up some past experiences?
there there's been some I don't want to relive these things being brought out, aka the person outside of my window and the sleep paralysis. But overall, I think you guys know a little bit more about who I am as a person, as an investigator, and as a co-host of this podcast. Next week, Ray, it'll be your turn.
I know. I'm actually excited because in the weirdest statement possible, I've been in the game longer.
Yeah,
I was raised in it. I was brought like I
you were
have a lot
raised
more
with around
experiences.
witchcraft and everything else, to where I was born and raised in a Christian household, and then I found this.
So I'm excited. I am looking forward to us doing a little experiencing whispers all over again video and us going through a little commentary dive of those clips. Um I also have from when we went to Ohio State that we could have a discussion about down the road.
And
I
I'm
have actual footage
excited.
of me being there.
I'm
So,
excited. So in July, I'm going to be going. It's going to be a concert that I'm going,
mhm.
but it's at Mansfield Reformatory, and the general admission comes with a self-guided tour of the entire reformatory.
Listen, I'm envious that one, you're going to incarceration. Two, I'm more envious about the fact that you get to see that place and experience that place. I would just go for that. So, next episode is me. You have fun stuff to look forward to. We're going to plan at some point, hopefully, our next investigation. We get to plan another investigation. And at that point, I'll have more people around me, so maybe we'll have more people to go with us and more people to torment with solos. And hopefully, I would also like to have better camera equipment at that point. So,
Yeah, I'm I'm actually going to start looking to buy every so often after. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I'm
ooh.
going to PAX. If anyone that's watching is going to PAX East and you see me, come say hi. I'm excited to go. One of the things I've been wanting to do again. So I'll be going to PAX East, and hopefully anyone that's in this little family that we got here will be there. Come say hi. Ray won't be there because Ray
No, I'm sad.
or
I'm not.
no.
Excuse me. I'm not poor. I'm behind on the times and I didn't know that was a thing. Sorry. Had I known, I would be going. Okay, so We got some
Oh,
stuff coming up. Interview is next. Looking forward to the future and what the future will hold. Um, if you have any experiences yourself or you want to talk to our little family of spooky people, we have a Discord that's linked on most things we have. We have a TikTok.
we have a
Check us
Twitch
out.
account which it is linked in there,
Yes. We don't stream on there anymore. We're trying to just bring everything over here. Um,
but it will take some
but
time for us to be able to get links posted.
yeah. Um, but definitely come hang out in Discord. We talk about stuff there. We have little fun moments there. We have stuff that you can look at and see from the past on there.
And
Um,
get to join us in voice calls and everything else too. We
oh
can
yeah,
do
join. Yeah,
meditation
absolutely.
nights. We
Hmm.
do those, and we can bring those back.
Yeah,
So
I do
doing
tarot readings. We talk about creepy stuff. We watch creepy videos for fun.
watch paranormal investigations, things like Nuke's Top Five. Great fan of his work, uh, and a bunch of other those videos. Yeah, the Discord's a lot of fun. Come join us over there. And as always, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.